Hey guys, so to start things off, yes, I did cut my hair, and yes, there is a piece sticking up. And yes, there is a different background because I did change things up a little bit, so I have a new little setup for my makeup slash filming area, and that is Roosevelt behind me. So yeah, and yes, I did cut my hair. I kind of actually like it. I mean, I didn't cut this part, but I was just fluffing it. I cut the bangs. Not too bad. I mean, I don't know, still getting used to it, but let's get right into this because I know it might take a little while. But this is my updated piercings video, and I'm going to talk about the piercings I have and the piercings that are retired. And I will try to remember to talk about the pain levels of them. I'm not going to give prices because it's different wherever you go. Like, let me give an example. My ears, I can guarantee you, did not cost $40 to pierce. But up here, if you want to get any piercing at this one piercing shop, it costs $40 to pierce anything. Doesn't matter what the piercing is. That's what they pierce. I mean, but they don't do like unique stuff. So, but so I'm not gonna get pricings because pricing is different no matter where you go, and even there, that's different from the shop that's right across the street from them. But so let's just get into it. My first piercing was obviously my earlobes, but they obviously weren't stretched to begin with. Right now, they are stretched to a 4 gauge, and you can actually see through them, which is pretty cool. You can see the background. Yeah. Um, I got those pierced multiple times when I was little because I guess the first couple of times they fell out or I ripped them out or whatever happened to them. And I got them pierced again, I think when I was 12, and they've been pierced since then. I did stretch them last year and that didn't work out and they ended up falling out. So now they're being stretched again. Um, it's so weird because I'm always so used to flicking my hair everywhere. And then I got my second lobe done. Yeah, my second lobe done when I was 14, and it's not stretched, it's just how it is. And those are both done at Claire's. So, but that was before my mom was educated on the right way to pierce. So hopefully now she won't do that. I mean, all of her ears are pierced now, so. But those, I don't really remember too much. I was little, so I don't really remember. I would say honestly, nothing probably. They probably didn't feel like anything because even getting my cartilage pierced was like nothing. So I would say probably it's probably like a 1, maybe. After that, I got my septum pierced, which is up here, which I did not take down. I forgot. So you get to watch me take it down. It's awkward. My septum. I moved my nose joint. It made my nose tickle. Oh. So I got this one pierced last year, March of 2014. And this one definitely was not painful at all. I literally sat there, he put the clamps on, and I kind of went, I kind of closed my eyes because it like made my eyes super watery, and I was like trying not to cry because we were going to the mall afterwards, and I didn't want my makeup running down my face. And next thing I know, he's like, okay, now hold still. I put the jewelry in, and I was like, when did you even put the needle through? Like, when did that happen? And I took my friend with me, and I kid you not, she was holding my hand tighter than I was holding her hand. It was kind of funny. That one, so obviously that one was probably like a 1 or a 2. The clamps hurt a little bit. They weren't bad. I didn't feel the needle like at all. As I said, didn't even know he put the needle in until he said he's putting the jewelry in. After that, I got my belly button pierced the first time, and I don't have it pierced now, so I'm not going to show you. The guy did it wrong, and he did it way too far back, and so I wasn't able to put any jewelry into it, so I ended up taking it out, and I waited for it to kind of heal over and everything, and then I went and got it done again, and she said she's going to pierce it above the scar tissue so it wouldn't hurt as bad, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure. But then I guess it was too close to the surface, so it ended up rejecting, and it was all just bad. Getting it actually done didn't hurt that bad. It was probably like a 3 or 4 because it was like the clamp hurt a lot more than almost any other piercing I've ever had. Like almost. It hurt pretty bad, the clamp did. but the actual like needle and everything barely hurt at all, and that was like nothing. The rejecting actually hurt a lot, and it left like I don't know if you guys can see the scar on the camera. Oh, my chair just fell. The scar is pretty gnarly. It's gross. My Star Wars shirt. Hold on. When I stood up, I dropped my chair. That was bad. Bloop. Blooper. I can't talk. So hopefully you guys could see that. Otherwise, I just feel stupid having just showed you that. But I couldn't see the camera when I pointed it down. After my belly button, I got my frowny done, which is this little thing right there. It's not done anymore, so if you guys are looking for it, it's not there. I got that done, and that did not. Wait, no, I think I. No, I got that done after my tongue, but since I'm already talking about it, I might as well keep going. That one, he told me afterwards that my anatomy was not made for it, and he had pierced it anyways, and I kind of just went with it. I was like, okay, well, it's already pierced, so, you know, there's not really much we can do about it now. Should have had him take it out. It was painful. It was bad. I couldn't even eat. I couldn't, like, if I involved, like, biting something off, I couldn't do it. I couldn't eat corn. It was horrible, and I had to, like, literally go to a different piercing place, and it took 3 people to get it out, and one of them was using pliers trying to like pull it apart, and the other one was like holding my mouth down, the other one was kind of holding my head still, and it hurt so much to get it taken out. It was the most painful thing in the world. So if your piercer ever tells you your anatomy is not made for it, don't get it. I mean, granted, he should have told me before he actually pierced it, but he didn't. He told me after it was already done. I mean, actually piercing it was probably like a 7 or an 8. He didn't use clamps. He kind of just took a needle and went like that and dug down inside, and that kind of hurt. Maybe it wasn't 7 or 8. I don't know. It wasn't that bad, but it was still kind of like, ugh, like it hurt. And then also I had to hold my lip like this the whole time. I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, he should have just told me your anatomy's not made for it. Sorry, kid. And I could have saved however much. I think it was $40 to get that one. I could have saved $40 because it's not even there anymore, you know? It was such a waste. My tongue web I had gotten done before that, though, which is the one underneath your tongue. And that one didn't hurt like at all. It was probably like a 2. And I think the only thing that hurt was trying to hold my mouth open that long. Like afterwards, my jaw was just like, oh, because you know your mouth's all the whole time, and his hands are huge. He's trying to shove his hands into my mouth, get down. You know, it was kind of painful, that part. But afterwards, you know, my jump mouth was like, oh, I can close. Oh, I didn't want to open back up. But the actual like piercing and needle and all this stuff didn't hurt like hardly at all. Probably like a 2 maybe. It just felt like a slight little pinch. But not bad at all. After that, I got my nipples pierced. I'm not going to show you that. I would say they were probably like maybe a 5 or a 6, maybe a 7. They weren't too bad. The clamps hurt a lot. The first one didn't hurt that bad at all. It was the second one that hurt. Because, you know, my adrenaline's already worn off, and I'm like, yeah, it's done. And then I'm like, oh, we got one more. The clamps hurt really bad. Like, I mean, I know they say don't use, like, pinching to try to see, like, what it would feel like. But if you were to pinch it, like, with your fingernails, that's what the clamps feel like. Just the clamps. Not the needle. The needle wasn't the painful part. I mean, the needle kind of, like, stung a little bit. Like, it was like, but it wasn't like, ow. It was kind of just like, ah. It was quick, and that was the good part. Putting the jewelry in is what hurt. I mean, that's always worse than getting the piercing anyways, but putting the jewelry in, oh my gosh, I was like, hurry up. It hurts so bad. And then, you know, pulling on it to try to tighten the ball, I was just like, ugh. But still worth it. It hurt like a couple days afterwards, you know, when I would bump into stuff and everything, but now it's like no big deal. I mean, it only hurt for like probably like 2 or 3 days afterwards. And it get like, the only thing that sucks is like if you sleep with your bra on accident and your bra kind of like shifts to the side, it'll get caught underneath the thing, and then you don't really think about it, and you kind of just move your bra to go back, and you pull it, and you're like, that's painful. Or like loofahs, when you first get it pierced and you use a loofah, and you're like, ah. That Same with towels. I pulled it on a towel one time because there was like a little string on the towel and got caught right on it. Of course. After that, I got my tongue pierced the first time. Excuse me, I was eating Gobstoppers and Oreos, so it's an awkward color, but that's my tongue. It has a peace sign on it. It's a peace sign. I got my tongue pierced the first time, and I'm gonna tell you, you need to eat before you go get that done. Like, right before you go get it done. Like, eat, brush your teeth, and head over there right away. Because you're gonna want to. The first time I got it done, I didn't eat for hours before. And then I walked home afterwards, and I ended up almost passing out. Because I couldn't eat. I could not fit food in my mouth. I couldn't do anything. But it turns out he ended up piercing it way too far back. The first time he pierced it like and you see the difference? Like, that's right. Like, that was almost hitting like on my tongue web. And he pierced it completely. It was just bad. And I ended up having to take it out. And then the second time I went and got it done right before spring break of 2015, which is this year. And they did it right. And I was eating chips and everything. Like, by that night there was hardly any swelling. It wasn't even bad. And like, I still have it, so you gotta show something, right? After, how'd I get lipstick on the side of my cheek? How long has that been there? After that, I got my nose and my cartilage done. Oh, I got my cartilage done first, which I got double helix. Oh, and the tongue only hurt probably, I want to say it was probably like a 3. I got my double helix at the same time, and I haven't changed the jewelry, so that's what I was actually pierced with, was the hoops. Which I'm gonna tell you is not a good idea. From experience, it's not a good idea. Get studs if you can. My guy didn't have studs, he pierces with hoops, so didn't work out too well. But the actual piercing itself did not hurt hardly at all. It was just, the thing with getting my ears pierced that I hate is the pop noise. I hate the noise. The rest of it's kind of just whatever. But getting it done itself did not hurt. Sleeping on them hurt. Running into people hurt. When I first got them pierced, Nick went to go hug me and he pulled me in this way, and my ear hit right on his shoulder. Oh my gosh, that was painful. Oh, on the same day, like hours after getting it done, I was just like, oh my goodness, it hurt so bad. Sleeping on it hurt really bad. When I would take a shower and I'd wash my hair and I would hit it, it would hurt. The only issue is, the thing with getting them pierced with the hoops is they don't heal properly. And cartilage, I mean, takes a long time to heal to begin with, but they did not heal very well. And even the other day, they were bleeding really, really badly. They still, like, they're still like brand new piercings almost. Like, they hurt with everything. Like, they hurt right now. It's because I accidentally knocked them just now. And I would say the actual piercing itself is probably like a 3 maybe. But the healing and everything is up there like on a 7 or an 8. Like, it's ridiculous to try to heal these things. Like I said, they're still healing, and I've had them pierced for almost 6 months now. And they're ridiculous. But I feel like once I go get studs for them, they'll probably be better. I just haven't done it yet. When I get paid, I probably will. So the healing is worse than the actual piercing itself. And that's one reason why I haven't gone to get my other one. I want to get my conch and an industrial on the other ear. But I haven't got it done yet because these are still ridiculous. Like, I don't even know. After that, I got both of my nostrils pierced at the same time. I don't know if you can see that one. Got both my nostrils pierced at the same time. Those weren't bad at all. Actually getting it done barely hurt. I think it was like probably like a 2 maybe. It wasn't bad. The only thing is he did it with the wrong jewelry. Like, it was a straight thing, like probably like this long, and he bent it himself, and it literally has two 90-degree angles to get it out of my nose. And so anytime I try to take it out and put like my hoop in or anything, it tears my nose. Like, it literally like rips it. And so that's kind of bad. So one of these days, after this one heals a little bit more, because this one's had a lot of pulling and trauma and all that stuff. So after this one heals a little bit more, I'm gonna go get the spiral ones, you know, the ones that are harder to pull out, not the angled ones, but the ones that are like circles, and then you get the, when you put it in, you go and it goes in. I don't know what those are called. I just call them the spiral ones. After I go get those, I'm gonna take them out and put those in, and then hopefully it should be fine when I try to take them out. I won't rip them anymore. But I have not even attempted to take this one out yet because it pulls on like everything, and every time I take my glasses off, it always pulls on it. It's longer. This one is longer than this one, so it's easier to pull on it. And anytime I scratch my nose, I swear I'll be sitting there like this, and all of a sudden I'll just go and it'll rip, and it hurts so bad. So I haven't even attempted to take that one out. When I put my hoop in, it's always on this one, because this one, I guess, healed faster and didn't have as many issues, and so it was easier to deal with. The healing on that wasn't too bad. I mean, I kind of hurt it really bad that night because I took my glasses off that night and I went like that and just pulled them down, and that was painful. I mean, other than like, you know, little stupid stuff that hurts them every now and then, the healing for that isn't that bad. It's probably a 3, 4, because I heard if you get like, if you knock them, or when my allergies act up and I sit there and rub on my nose, it starts to hurt really bad. But I mean, it does that with my septum too. Even now, like if I rub on my nose too much, my septum will get sore. But it's the same if you were to sit there and go like this to your ears would get sore too. So I mean, they're not that bad. After that, I had gotten my vertical labrae, which is in my other video, and I loved it so much, and it wasn't painful. Like, I mean, it was painful, but it wasn't like unbearable. It was probably like a 7 because it went through so much freaking skin. I don't know what I said in my last video, but when I look back, I think it was like a 7. Healing wasn't bad at all. I mean, I was eating that day. I was eating suckers. I was able, that day, if I tried to kiss, it would hurt because, you know, like, it's the day I got it. But the next day and the day after, it wasn't too bad. Up until the day I took it out, it wasn't bad at all. It was healing perfectly. I barely had any, like, I didn't have issues with too many crusties because I'd wipe them off and it'd be gone, so I didn't have to worry about, like, people looking at my mouth wondering what's hanging on my mouth. It healed really well. It left a nasty scar. I don't know if you can see because I think I covered it up with my makeup. Right there. But I had to take it out to look for a job because the job that I had at the time allowed me to have them. And then when I moved, I don't think jobs up here would allow them. I mean, the job that I have now allows my nose piercing, which is great because I don't have to go buy clear ones, which I didn't want to do to begin with, and they allow my tongue piercing. But I haven't asked her about lip piercing, so she lets me. Maybe I'll go get it redone because I loved it. I thought it was so cute. It looked better. In that video, it looked like crap. I'm not gonna lie. That video, I looked like crap that day anyways. But, even though it was 4th of July, but still. I looked like crap. I didn't feel good that day. And I don't even know why I even bothered getting ready. I ended up, that night, got super, super sick. So it was no surprise because I looked like crap. And then the lighting was super bad. And I don't even know what was up with my face. But, in that video, it did not look good. But it did look good. I liked it. That wasn't too bad. After that, I got my Christina piercing, which I am not going to show you. And that one hurt really bad. Really bad. Like, that one I literally, like, I went like that, and my leg flicked and everything. Like, I almost kicked the piercer. I felt so bad, but luckily she had her arm right there ready, just in case. So she already had her arm sitting there like this because she knew I was going to kick. And it hurt. It was probably like a 9, 8 or 9. It wasn't a full-on 10 because I felt worse pain than that. But it was painful. But the healing was nothing. I mean, I wore, like, it was nothing. Like, I forgot it was even there. Like, I don't know. I was wearing tight jeans. I was running. I was sitting awkwardly. I don't know how to explain how it would affect it. But I forgot it was there. Like, it literally, like, Healing has been nothing, like nothing. It doesn't hurt at all. And it literally just hurt when it got done, and I never even felt it again after that. Like even like cleaning and everything, like it didn't even hurt. And no, I'm not going to show you. You can Google it if you really want to see it. And just to answer your question before anyone asks, no, I did not get it for anyone else. I got it because I have wanted it since I started getting piercings. I thought it was cute. I like it. That's all that matters. In my last relationship, he thought they were kind of, so I didn't get it. But I figured, you know what? I'm single. I can do what I want. So I went and got it. For me. That's all that matters. I just want to put that out there before anyone starts, oh my gosh, you got this for the blah, 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 blah. No. You got it from me. So get over yourself. I don't like anyone that much that I'd go get a piercing for them. I'm not crazy. But, yeah, so that's all my piercings. That's all my retired piercings, I think. I think that's all my retired piercings. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am going to get my tattoo video up. I know I've been saying that for like ever, but for real, I am. I think I'm actually probably gonna go film it after this. Because I just got a new tattoo, so I'll put that in the tattoo video. So I guess it's a good thing I waited because I got a new one. But I'm gonna film that right now. Probably. Maybe. We'll see. And I hope you guys all enjoyed. And if there's anything specific you want to see, leave it in the comments. Any questions, if you want to see more in depth about each piercing or a specific piercing, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to give it a like if you liked it, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.